Hey everybody, all right, this is so much easier, I think, to do it this way than trying to take pictures. The golf shop, I'll walk you through it, show you what's in there. Here we go. All right, so some of the Callaways that I'm starting to use this, I'm calling my box box club set. I don't know. So far, it's just the Callaways in here. That's all lefties. Oh, I should have took these trash cans out. Lefties, are hard to come by and quite popular. Stuff going back to storage. We have here's grips, tees, but mainly grips because we do some re-gripping. What that whole mess is all about. That and other things, of course. Okay, so I got like 65 of the belly putters. You'll be seeing those throughout, all different kinds. Pings back there, not too much. Something to look at, right? Okay, these boxes right here are decals, bottom and top. They're decals, and then those are for the shafts. And then there's just some balls, and you can see a big box of tees down there, kind of. But yeah, the decals are pretty cool because they're all from like the 50s and stuff like that. I got a ton of books. There's ferrules, and you can see some of the bags that are up, and some of the walk carts, or whatever you want to call them, push carts. Mizuno's on this rack, trying to put them together as sets. Getting done. The back set there, that's the ladies' clubs. I have some of the putters over here. I like the hogs. They're probes and funky stuff like those ones on the very bottom with the paper are mirrored on the other side here. Let me show you. I think they're from the 60s. It has a mirror. I don't quite. I tried using it, but it's weird. To me, it's weird. McGregor friends. Well, I got plenty of those. I know a few people that like McGregor's. Got some jacks and then tees. It's just a lot of, again, a lot of shafts. As I mentioned, bags. So these are more of the Callaways I'm trying to put together, a little more of the newer stuff. Those are all Ping Eye 2s back there. Jack Nicholas Lincoln bag that was used at do a commercial at Pebble Beach. Marlene Hagee was a South Dakota girl to begin with, a Bauer, could be related, who knows, Nebraska Bowers. And then she moved to LA and became one of the founders of the LPGA. Let's see here. So, I don't know. Just as you can see, clubs. I probably should take a picture. See if I can take a picture, right? Yeah, maybe that worked. Then this here is all McGregor's. You got smoothies up here, different types of smoothies. And then the other ones, some of the older stuff, as well as the IMGs, and then the big dogs from 86. And then the older stuff again. Then you get into Spalding's. There's some more of the IMGs down there. There's a row of them that's hidden behind my putters I pulled out. A lot of Wilsons and stuff I haven't gotten to yet. And then here's a lot of funky stuff. For the most part, one that I found interesting. These appear to be slot line. Yeah. Maybe saying that wrong, but they have the little dot in the back. See how it has a dot? Let's see if I get around there. Yeah, the dot that you cover up. I'm not thinking of the right name of it. They're in here. I got 60 of those as well. Old balls and stuff that I'm putting together. These are all. My daughter, my wife here, putting white in here kind of worked, so we could read these better. These are the bullseye putters in both these bins. Different sizes, 35, 36, 35, 34, and lower. All right, so yeah, that's kind of that. We'll walk into where we have all the pitching wedges down this side. And I know it's hard to go while I'm walking like this, but there's also a lot of junior and more Cleveland pitching wedges in here. And mostly putters on this side, but as you can see, there's pitching wedges over here. I'm trying to thin these out some. Finally getting my hands on these. These are all pings. You can see some of the taller, again, belly putters and pings and Odysseys and McGregor's, Bobby Gray stuff in there. A little more pings for the most part. Seymour. There you go. That's what I was trying to think of in there. The Seymour putters with the dot. You got to have you cover the dot to do the putt. All right, so these are like new Seymours, even plastic still on them. TaylorMade Ghost. The Bullets. Some Titleist. Didn't really see, I don't think, too much in there. Not a lot to see in here either. I'm still working on these, trying to get them organized. I got a ton in storage yet I haven't even touched. The Nikes I'm pulling out, setting aside because they don't make Nike golf clubs anymore. Good or bad, I don't know. Ben Hogan's hanging out in here, which I'm a fan of. Yeah, I want to try these out. I've not tried these exotic tour edges. Also, this one here was new to me. It's got a set here. Bob H. Looks like an interesting club. A lot of pings in here and a lot of TaylorMades. Toski. And then head covers. I haven't been paying attention how I've been filming this. It's probably been crap. Sorry about that. I'll try to slow it down. Pay better attention. Shafts again. There's 1,500 shafts in storage. Well, at least somewhere around 1,500. And some more out here, right? All right. So the room that I keep on hiding stuff away in. So we have here's old Bobby Jones clubs. Say hi to Bobby up there. Reddy, congrats on your 60 the other day. That was awesome. Or is it Gary that did it? I forget. Shoot, I watched him do it and I can't even remember. Confused on it. Little push cart. And these are like kind of unusual, mainly hickories and stuff like that. I set aside the 1200 with the twisted shafts. I forget what those are called. Riviera plates. Jack and Arnold there. Okay. Goldcraft. These are cool. Mike Kozier. I think he's like Ohio guy, but look at the little plastic, not plastic, the old real leather. And this is a nice persimmon that he made, as well as the Scottish blades and power built top flights, Croy flights, top flight, Croy flight. Sam Sneed's, the Blue Ridge, excellent shape. Jack, of course, Murray Fields. All right, more shafts, more of the newer stuff. Stuff to see, but I won't bore you too much with those. I'll come back over to the older stuff. MacTees, attorneys, I should say. Then Kenny Smith, one of my favorites. Walter Hagen stuff right there. It's all Walter Hagen, and this is mainly more Ben Hogan stuff. All right, so I started pulling these out today. And the old Iron Masters, or stuff like the Iron Masters, some of these on the end are nothing I've seen. Down here, look at that putter. You're supposed to hit the ball between the mark there. And then the other one has the same deal where you got to hit it between the two things sticking out. I don't know if you can see that or not. Pulling those out and got to these as well. Oh, this old Ben Hogan one. Or Bob Hope, I'm sorry, not Ben Hogan. Schlesinger, Arnold Palmer, original. Then these are all McGregor's. An M3 from the 80s. That one be from the 50s and a copper. The M2s, well, this one has a copper insert. McGregor shoes, old McGregor bag. Old school club, Mr. 59 up there. There's 69, which would be the Ping. They came out in 62. Walter Hagen bag. Scottish corner over here, mainly Scottish clubs. Won't bore you with that, but it's kind of what I stuck in this corner, Scottish besides what was signed. Some more Scottish stuff right here. Look at the ferrule on this thing. Look how long that is. Pretty cool. Jack the Giant Killer. One says. I think they're all made by the same company. Then we got Bob Hope. And Bob Hope is some Stan Thompson. You got Stan Thompson here as well. With the Bob Hope putter, another Bob Hope classic putter. Texaco it says. The Gitneys, these are new old stock. Some of the Tiger Woods stuff in there. So those are bullseyes. And you see behind there is the Bob Hope season passes for different things he did. But these bullseyes are 1940, so they don't say, how do you say that? They don't, they're the older ones that you tend to find worth more. So now these are Texas clubs, but it's Dallas Golf, so it doesn't appear to be Wood Brothers, even though it looks like it. And these still have the cover on them, so they're new old stock, along with some McGregors hanging out in there. Mainly Robert Jones, Bobby Jones, Spalding clubs in that bag. Out of the older stuff in here, some Miras, 401s with the musty putters. Then I got pings in there, mainly Anzers and a couple of newer things, and then you got a couple more Anzers, but the Anzer 10, the Anzer 2, 4, etc. Then you got the ping glides, right? Yeah, the glide 3s. This one's cool. Have to look that one up. The adjustable Happy is pretty cool putter. Mizuno's back there. Some kings and pings. Kings with the pings. TaylorMade's where you can change the face out on them. Right? Is that TaylorMade? Yeah, it's TaylorMade, and they have these inserts. You can take out a lot of books. That may look like a lot, but there's two more boxes. And those are full of books as well. Most of those drawers are full, even these drawers. We'll go in there with some McGregors. Very nice. Love the McGregor clubs. Let's look at these. So these are always fun. Made in the 8802 style, shall we say. From Cleveland and Wilson primarily, right? And there's some links in there. A lot of people did it just because it was such a good putter, just like the Anzer is. And then you have Kenny G stuff in here, this bag for the most part, and some what am I saying? These are Titleist bullseyes from Scotty Cameron and a mallet putter. Another Titleist putter up here. Bobby Grace got a bunch of his. Oh, Shamrock, big fan. Also doing the 8802 style, along with all these down here. And this one's interesting. I've not seen this. Well, a lot of these I haven't seen, but it has Jack McGregor and G. Lowe on there. George Lowe. I like the old dinglings. These. Boy, you can hear those. Those are like 1940, I understand. So that would have been pre-Ping. Ping was late 50s. So they're already doing it. It's still ringing. Wow. Shafts. Man, I'm always surprised how much shafts are. Mainly TaylorMade's in here for the most part until you get back into the old stuff. All right, that's that.